The GECOM Commissioner, during an exclusive interview with Nightly News recently, opined that it is not prudent to superficially analyze the largest voting district in the country, which, according to the recently proposed amendments to the Representation of the People Act, ROPA, is to be divided into 4 sub-districts: East Bank, East Coast, North and South Georgetown.
My disposition is that if the baseline for the proposal is efficiency, then why is it you're focusing on Region 4?
Alexander contended that Region 8, Pataro-Siparuni, for example, is a large region, and in order for a declaration to be made in that particular region after voting in any election is completed, the ballot boxes with the accompanying information from several villages in that district have to be moved from their respective polling stations to the township of Madia before making the final declaration for that region.
That takes far much more time than the movement of votes around Region 4, where you can move votes for 24/7, whilst in Madia, in Region 8, you suspend any movement after the count until the next day. So if you're talking efficiency, then you have to look at the entire country.
The Apnu Afc Commissioner further opined that if the so-called efficiency forms the basis of the argument for subdividing Region 4, then all the regions of the country ought to be examined in a similar manner. According to the process, after the poll closes at 18 hours, 6 p.m., movement of ballot boxes and election-related material is restricted by default until the next day.
In the case of Region 8, for example, and in Region 1 and other regions, once you get past the 6 o'clock hour, you're not moving any votes till the next day.
Attorney General Anil Nandlal, from whose desk the proposed amendments were disseminated, submitted that based on the anomalies which transpired during the course of the 2020 general and regional elections in Region 4, forms the basis for the subdivision becoming a necessity, so as to ensure a more efficient process which would replace the previous system of counting and declaration of votes. Also commenting on the issue was attorney-at-law and executive member of the Apnu and United Guyana Party, ANUG, Timothy Jonas, who noted that the anomalies of 2020 stemmed from the returning officer and not the region. Therefore, to divide the region creates a system of bureaucracy, agreeing that a simpler process should be considered and implemented. Leader of the Alliance for Change, Kemraj Ramjatan, accused the governing administration of gerrymandering and called for a reset of the reform process, while alluding to the need for greater consultation among the electorate. Aubrey Norton, aspiring leader of the PNCR, posited that the PPP is seeking to manipulate the process to suit themselves and that he intends to mobilize the Guyanese people to stand up against the proposed reforms in its current state. Wendell Badrie for the HGP Nightly News.